Hallelujah!
Let me praise that all day and all night.
Oh, yeah, I got you, yeah. Well, yeah, it has, there's a lot of groups that get it wrong.
Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
I'm gonna take this time here to welcome all our listeners. Yeah, a little, I'm a little late here on our Torah reading service. So, this count out with us every week. Make it to the time here. So I'm gonna welcome all our listeners, those that's in Israel, those that's in Canada, those that's in the Philippines, India, Lusaka, and where might be picking us up on the internet. Enter into our house, where our motto is, come one, come all, let us build our future upon the foundation of peace and love. Shalom Ve'ahava. And upon these two principles, and it seems like to me, this is beginning to be a tough two principles. It seems like everything you get up and saying today now is, you know, it's either racist or anti-Semitic, or I mean, it's just you can't hardly say anything now, you know, and everything, you know. Where is the love, you know, everything is hatred and those things, yeah. And we seem to just, now we got the politicians, they can't get them without saying. They usually when they say, hey, you know, he's a pretty good guy and everything. He's a good guy. He just got programs or something about it. They're over that now.
Some of them won't say that. Won't say a word.
Huh?
Some of them won't say a word.
Yeah. So like we just, you know, we just to the point now where there ain't no fellowship, or there ain't no love that's going forth. But dear folks, how is this world going to be set up for the kingdom to come, and how you going? And that's what I'm saying. How in the world you going to make it if you're raging off of hatred? And there are people that are, that, you know, because they said they feel like, hey, there ain't no reconciliation. There ain't no getting back together until I get revenge on what had happened to me. See? And so, yes, some crucial and some tough stuff that happened to us and all those things there. But I had to come to the understanding of why those things happen. See? And that's why God was waiting on us to get the right answer. But we still ain't got the right answer. You know, we hung up on the wrong idea of things. And it's easy to get that mistaken. It's easy to, you know, to get the wrong understanding of those things there, and it's easy to want to push it on off and make it, you know, the ultimate thing. But now there are things that is required of us. It's just like if you got a job and you got a paycheck coming. Used to be at our job and stuff, you know, you had a clock in. See? You had a clock in time. And
I would be a clock in.
is that right? Yeah.
It's just computerized, but clock in.
But they gotta have some kind of way of knowing that, hey, yeah, you done did your part, and then we gonna do our part. You don't clock in and they don't check back on the clock in, and you miss the clocking in and everything, man. Hey, it counts you, 'cause they can't guarantee. Hey, I was here because of so and so. Like, yeah, but that's your job to clock in. You understand what I'm saying?
If you don't clock in that clock down, you make the doctor do.
That's what I'm trying to get at, right? We had some guys that did that, but, we went out and played, some basketball during lunchtime and everything, got back and had to go shower up and everything, had to go, we stinking and what to call it, we got to clock back in. See? We all knew that it was there and all that stuff in, but, that's right. Yeah. They said, we ain't going down there to check on y'all. And she always got, Daddy, she said, we go by this here. That's why everybody's responsible. So to make sure that clocking is working. And that you have done it. She said, cause this is what we go by. We got too many folks. We can't be going down there in person, hey, verify and say, well, so and so, did you see them every day? No. So we ain't doing that. But I can prove that I just don't prove I won't. And like I said, they got dollars for that, man.
Oh, yeah.
They got. Let me tell you something.
I bet you ain't forget the clock in again.
There you go. That's what I'm saying. They forget to do that there. I mean, huh? Yeah. Say, hey, you don't want to. That's what they say. You don't want responsible for clocking in, clocking out, and putting in. Hey, not us. If you don't want to take care of it, you don't work. He said, well, I'm telling you what I go by. Well, you didn't have my boss. He was there. He didn't really be there. Hey, no. This is what I go by. And so, but I tell you what. Yeah. I remember too many more and missing missing that time that you clock it back in time. And we went and played basketball and stuff. A lot of lunchtime after that, but hey.
Well, I want that though, you come in the building, you have to check that car, get in, and that's the time to get in.
Yeah. Yeah, they got to the place where you right ahead, where you couldn't even get in the building with that. Yeah. So you just got to know the requirements and get in line with it. And that's the same way it is with Yah and those things there. You just think that just whatever you want to do and how you want to do it and all that. No, God has a requirement. He has a requirement. And if you don't meet that criteria, you're in trouble. And he done told us, vengeance is mine. And therefore we were telling people, we were teaching on our time, hey, peace and love is the way. Peace and love. And if you don't get adjusted to that, too many folks got anger and all these other things here, and they got to have their satisfaction. They got to have their, yeah, okay. You're gonna be in trouble with the master that says vengeance is mine. So, we want to be the judge, we want to do this, and we want to do that, and we want to be the recompenser, we want to do all that stuff. We got an idea of what we're going to do to take care of that situation here, and it'll be some big surprises. See? Therefore, let us work, let us do those things there, that we might be pleasing in our sight with our God. And so we gotta learn what he requires, what is his requirement. You know, it's just like I told you, what my boss told me. He said, there are two things you got to come to agree on something. And if you do that there, you're gonna be all right here. I said, two? I was only two, he said, yeah, two. Okay, I can handle that. I said, what is it? He said, the first one is, I'm right. I said, yeah, put the second one there. I said, okay, you the boss, okay. And I said, what's the second? I'm right. He said, huh? Yeah. He said, hey. And I saw what he.
His way or no way.
Huh?
His way or no way.
That's right. That's what it meant. And I was telling him, he said, he's right, you know, it's his way. And so I found out that hard way. Well, I didn't try to go over that there. But we got into a discussion there and all that stuff there. And y'all know what came to my mind just like earlier. I said, this is the stupidest company I ever worked with. I said, this company is stupid. This is dumb. How they got stuff going on like this? This company, this is crazy. But ain't none of y'all ever did that job, you know. They thought that their procedure and the way they do stuff was crazy. It didn't make no sense. It was dumb. And well, boss, he called me before I went over the edge there. But that he's right, he's okay. He said, whoa. He said, how long you been here? I said, I think I've been here about 5 years. He said, wow. He said, you know how long the company been here? I said, you know, I think only about 9 years or something like that. He said, how in the world did they make it without you?
She said, that's a good question.
No, it didn't take me long to hey. I was like a Aaron. I was like Aaron. I said, okay, you made your point.
But at the same time, some companies can be around for a long period of time and be inefficient in certain areas.
I got the hint that he.
I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, you can be wrong and right at the same time.
Well, he was letting me know that, hey, that ain't your business. That ain't your job.
You want this paycheck, you better.
Right, that ain't your job.
Place.
We got people up in Chicago that's making, you know, big bucks. Yeah. They had people up there in Chicago that they was making money, what I was making a year, that was miscellaneous money. They were playing that for let's see, for the they were joined. That's part of the golf course, and they were paying that for fees. That was fees to be a member of the golf course.
The club fee.
The club fee. That's it. That's what the club fee was more than I was making a whole year. So he let me know that you in the wrong class. You know, when you start getting on the class, then you might be able to tell that. I called him question. I said, but you know, let me tell you something. I did not realize where it was coming until I moved on up. The ladder of other things. Then that stuff that I thought was stupid, cause I was way down on the bottom rung down. Yeah. Then, see, when you're down on the bottom down there, she, you know. But I just moved up just a little bit. I didn't go very high. But I saw a whole different view from that. They put me on the whole lab and everything, and boy, that's a whole different view of things. So that's what he was trying to say, is yeah, okay, you know. But then they had a period of time where they would allow you to, like in your groups and everything there, they would have a certain class, a meeting that they would have, and then they would get your ideas, and you had a chance to supply your ideas for your group and those things there, and then they let you know that, hey, just because we might okay and everything there, don't expect it to be implemented, because they can turn it down just as easy as they can accept. Some things that they refined over the years and accepted, and it worked out good for them, you know, and all those things there. But it just let me know that you ain't in where you at, it might make sense and all that to you and everything there, but
Now that you get an idea and they accept it and use it, they pay you.
huh?
They give you a monetary money back if they use it on your idea.
Yeah. It turns out that that's what it was right. They would give you certain bonuses there. Yeah. He was right, because the idea I thought was stupid everything here wasn't so stupid that I got up there and become the chief being the head honcho over the whole lab. So I thought, oh, wait. Whole view, a different view of him. See? Yep.
Now, did your idea still make sense to you?
Huh?
Did your idea still make sense
No,
to
it
you?
wasn't just, no. No. That happened right here with elementary. I thought some of the stuff elementary said and all that. Until I got it. Till I got it. Yeah. How much I was down there. Chest out a few times and all that stuff. Coming on my mouth, we want some jazz and everything. Boy, you just don't. You got to tell me one time. Boy, just shut up. You don't want to talk about it. Hurt my feelings, you know. I do want to talk about it. But I'm glad I got a chance to explain that before he passed away, I would tell him some of the things that me and him got into about everything that he was right.
That's commendable.
Huh?
That's commendable. It means you grow up. You grow
Yeah.
up so much.
Yeah.
Most of the people complain they're babies. That's why they don't see them but the milk bottles. They can't see the responsibility of anything. But the milk bottle, that's all they see.
Yeah. Now, I get the same thing now that don't say about me now. Chasing people away, you doing this and like all the time. Give them a chance to do this and yeah, hey. Boy, if people don't love the truth, see, if they don't love the truth, I don't care whichever way you give it to them, it ain't gonna work. I said, no, you just got to know how to say it. You just got it. You just got it. You just take, you got to be all right. It makes sense to you. They do at that time there, and all that stuff, like, hey, now to come up with experiences up here and all that stuff. Hey, but the other factors here, it makes sense now, and not what I thought.
got to say it a little softer.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying, yeah. Say it a little bit like, you don't matter which way you say it. And then I find out because he learned that experience.
With the spirit, it's not just all how you present it, it's the spirit in it.
Who that was it, Johnny?
Yeah.
Yeah, Johnny. He said that's how he learned the lesson. And not so much y'all know, it was somebody way.
The kid.
There's the kids saying that he taking advantage of it. You know, time he say something like that, I'll go home. I'm not to say he bad off the kind of had tried to feed him all this kind of way, and he went all kind of ways around him. He still, I go home. Finally one time when I say he come out, he's well, go on home.
So what do he didn't want elementary to say?
Huh? Oh, you know how children is, because anything you talk about, everything, if somebody don't like you know. Yeah. You got certain, until I know partner, I told you that a sleeping buddy, certain subjects, the pastor got on there, he told I told him, I don't know that. But one I give, and I don't know, and I don't, he didn't want because he was guilty of it, but he didn't like it.
I just thought maybe, he was teaching against Christmas or something, with a kid. That's
Well, I don't know. He never.
okay.
He never.
This is a little boy was very unruly. He had a little issue problem too.
Right.
And he was elementary was trying to handle him from the pulpit.
Okay.
Trying to tease him.
Okay.
That's what it was. And the boy would get from one thing to another and all that stuff. So elementary was trying to talk to him. Because the parents couldn't control him.
Mm-hmm.
So elementary was all he could do.
Oh.
And the boy, there's a little boy he had issue.
Right.
And always into something. So
Okay.
elementary tell him go do so I'll go home.
Oh, okay. I get you.
That was the key to that.
Right.
And so he said elementary got tired to say, well, he said go home too many times. Well, go home, Johnny. Don't interrupt this, sir. He's interrupting him.
Right.
Yep. So hey, you gotta have love for the truth. Because there's gonna be a lot of times things going on with the feelings, it's gonna hurt your feelings, it's gonna be going on, it's gonna be offensive, because like I said, we don't like to be corrected. We just don't. We got this inherent attitude that we are right and all that stuff. I know that's what I feel.
That's the
I don't know
nature.
about you.
That's nature. It's natural nature.
And like I said, guys came and said, what can you do over there? You can't sing right, you can't pray right,
Sing a line.
you can't eat right.
Sing a line.
See, that's when y'all step in. When he sees that, and when you like that, and he sees you ain't got animosity against that person, see, you looking at what he's saying, see, and not taking it personal with him.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
and that's when y'all make you see that what he's saying is right.
That's right.
Some people just don't want to let go of that going to heaven, even pork and stuff.
I was telling one person about the other night, he was going to mom and just snatched the cigarette out of his mouth. Boy, Jack, you wouldn't try that with me. No. I ain't gonna put stuff like that. Hey, Mom, it didn't bother mom at all, man. He didn't get upset about it and stuff.
Because that was a form of love.
There you go.
Exactly.
But
He saw it like that, but the other guy, somebody, when I was telling him, he said, no, that's going too far now.
Rebellious spirit.
he do elementary right.
They tell you right there on the side of the paper.
Right. You ain't had no business doing you on the stove.
Yep. But even all that there, people see it. They got their own formation. All right, let me get on moving here. All right. We're gonna have our Israel update by David Ben Israel.
Yeah.
Shabbat shalom. I'm glad to be out. Glad to see all of you that's out. And hope that we all have had a blessed and prosperous week. And I look like none of us been sick. Don't look like none of the flu or anything that jumped on us. Lord's messing with a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they say the hospitals are just full. That this flu thing is really surging. This is gonna be a mess this fall and one.
I heard that COVID is picking up too.
Yeah, COVID's kicking up. And then you got the stuff messing with the kids, the hospital full of them, and grown people. And they say especially people over 65 have really got to check themselves. Come back kid.
Netanyahu.
That's what they call a Netanyahu.
Yeah.
Come back kid. And he surprised a lot of people. And now, you notice Trump had said nothing, but he was gonna really run
Yeah.
until Netanyahu won. Then he come out a couple of days ago, I'm talking about, yeah, he gonna run. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah. Yeah, because he figured if he can, if he can get in the race, that's gonna help him with all that stuff they got against him. Yeah. But he don't know that's 2 years off. Yeah, he might be in jail between now and then. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, he got a lot of stuff in him. And
Well, that now they had him down now too.
yeah.
They did indict.
Yeah, they indicted him, but they had so much stuff going on over there. So, yeah, they really didn't push it. Yeah, they really didn't push it because they was having trouble with all of them. Elected 2 people and all that kind of stuff. And so that I think that kind of helped him. But some seem to think now that since he done got elected, they seem to think that Biden gonna really push the 2-state solution now. Yeah, they really think he gonna really kind of hold Netanyahu to that. Yeah. So we gonna see. Some thought the resolution 242 was dead, but hey, it ain't going nowhere.
That's right.
Yeah, it's still hanging around. Yeah.
I was seeing this before. Long as it's there and it ain't gotten rid of and everything there, they go back to that and say, look, y'all want to set this up and say this. Y'all want to, and now we want y'all to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And they can't seem to get rid of it.
Mm-hmm. In 1946, the UN passed resolution, a against Israel. And I think so far it's been 181. 181 resolutions that the UN, done come against Israel with. And so last week, they passed another. And this resolution, they said that Israel must have, they said that they must have a nuclear free zone. In other words, they saying that they want Israel to get rid of all their nuclear. That's what they're saying. Yeah, that's what they're saying. And they passed this resolution, and it was 162 to 5. In other words, 5 nations agreed, that Israel shouldn't do it. I forget what the other folks. I know the United States was one, and I should have wrote some other 5 down. But anyway, it was 162 to 5 agreed with the UN that Israel should give up their nuclear weapons. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And guess what? They gave they gave Iran a pass. Yeah. Didn't even consider them and the other Arab nations that got nuclear stuff, are trying to get nuclear stuff. They gave him a pass. Even in that 162 to 5, they never considered the rest of the Arab nations. They just considered Israel. Yeah, saying that Israel shouldn't give up their nuclear weapons. Huh? Say what now? Yeah. It is. Well, Iran that they claim they close.
But see, then if you look at it from the turn it around, if you get Israel to get rid of their weapons, now any other Middle Eastern country who tries to develop nuclear weapons, you have nothing to stand on because you can't point to Israel and say they got weapons. So that's why they're going after Israel first.
Well, I say this. If
I'm not saying Israel should give up their weapons because I wouldn't give
Right.
Yeah.
Huh?
When Israel ain't never admit that they ain't got nothing.
they trust me. The same exact way that they know the signature. I don't care if you fired it or not. It gives off a signature. Who has weapons and who don't?
Yeah, but Israel ain't never admit that they ain't got.
Have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if they make the claim that the rest of Jerusalem got, none of them wouldn't need none of that.
Peace and love.
Yeah, peace and
They
love.
ain't gonna-
You understand what none of them need. See? But they're not gonna do that.
Well, a lot of them probably say, well, we got peace, but Israel don't have peace.
Yeah. But according to the book of Jeremiah, all nations gonna come against Israel to try to make them give up their stuff. You know that's not happening. No, that's not gonna happen.
So now they're scared now
that Netanyahu, if he get back in, because he was on the verge when Obama was president and made that deal with Iran. Cause he was on the verge of attacking Iran
Yeah,
and their nuclear site.
right.
I mean, he was all fired up and everything. And so now they see it, they're afraid now that you get back to power now, which he don't want now, right? That he gonna go ahead on and do it. So they don't know what the word that's gonna call us.
Yeah.
Yeah, you was talking about, is it Netanyahu?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, okay, they said that they're not gonna let them get loose, and they don't hear what nobody say. If it comes to it, they're gonna talk some more.
Right.
But that's his policy, that's all it is.
yeah, when that young made a vow,
Yeah. He told
yeah, a while back that he wasn't gonna let him get it. Yeah. So, he got power to show do it now. Oh, yeah, and we said that Trump expected to launch 2024 after the midterm. And like I said, he only did that right after Netanyahu won. Yeah.
Nobody's saying that,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and some says that, I heard some was talking, and they were saying that, they think Putin, they say Putin has got dementia, and some say he got prostate cancer. And that's what I heard. It don't mean nothing to me, because, yeah, and the reason I say it don't mean nothing to me. He ain't going nowhere until y'all get through with it. Right. You got some prophecy to fulfill. Severe thunderstorms. Y'all seen it last night?
No.
Yeah, they hit toward part of Hugo, but leave there time. Yeah, yeah. Paris, Texas. But Lydia said they missed his house though. They said got one of the, I think he said your sister's house, your cousin's house. But they missed Lydia's house. Tore it up pretty bad. Paris, Texas. Part of, I think Oklahoma City got some high wind. Even Tulsa, we got some. Yeah, out on 169 and the bypass. Yeah, turn over some, blow over some, those little houses, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. If that, like they say they had winds almost 70 miles an hour that night out there.
They got houses laying on the ground.
Yeah, they were. Yeah.
I slept like a baby last night.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, yeah. A lot of people that was working for, when Air Moss, Edward, whatever his name is, Moss, the Twitter fella.
Oh, Elon.
Yeah, Elon, yeah.
Love.
Yeah,
Elon Musk. Yeah. I guess a lot of people thought they was gonna get a raise when he took over. Huh. He gave all of them pink slips. Yeah. Yeah, thousands of them.
No notice.
Didn't give them, now they doing it, but he didn't give them no notice. He didn't give them no 2 weeks notice or nothing. Yeah, he just started laying off thousands. And so, they don't know if he gonna make it or not. this flu season is, boy, this thing is surging fast. The hospitals are just full of people with the flu. And, young kids, especially they say people over 60. So you better put on some clothes. Then we don't catch nothing this month. Because they say if you catch it, it's gonna be rough on us. So we need to watch for that. So that's all I have for my input up there.
I just want to say one thing about Kyrie Irving. His name is all over his.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And with his anti-Semitic.
Kanye?
Both.
Kanye.
No,
Huh?
he's talking about Kyrie Irving.
No, I'm talking about Kyrie Irving. That's a basketball player. I don't know what's wrong with Ye. Is that his name? Ye?
Kanye.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't make.
Right. It didn't cost him a lot of money though.
Oh, man.
See, stuff is sponsored on hatred.
Yeah.
I just have to say it, He, Johnny gave an apology, Kyrie Irving did, and should have been from the first place, We don't have to knock folks down to make mention about the truth. Yeah.
I'm not in defense of either one of them. I'm just trying to figure out, why did Kyrie get so much backlash? Why don't you go after the person who made the documentary? Never mentioned the man's name who made the documentary.
I know.
So why don't you go to that person? He can't explain what this man spent years researching. He can't explain what this man put out. All he did was give some information to the rest of his people.
Maybe you should have left it alone then.
But you got, the point of it is that you, that man and all that, he just don't have, that's been out for about 3 years. It ain't just.
It's longer than that. It came out for about 3 years, 2018.
Yeah, right. People didn't know near the exposure you got when Kyrie made mention of it.
Yeah.
Cause of, you asked why did he get it, because of his position and his social media situation.
And they think he got about 20 million followers.
And because the NBA is working on a contract with Amazon, just like the NFL.
Not only that, but you got the David Stern, that the commissioner of the NBA is Jewish. You want your $40 million this year, then, and then you gonna come up and badmouth me and my face. But here's what I'm saying. Having just got up and said, hey, I learned some things, I found out some things, and I found out that black folks was the original Jews. You didn't have to go out there and bring and then highlight about how they did down the other folks and all that stuff. That's what I'm talking about. The hate comes in on it. Just state the truth. But no, that wasn't it. He came up. Now he said, I didn't need to hurt nobody. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. And that's just the way it is because most guys, they come out with these books, they come out with this stuff, and they got the bad mouth, and they got to be the lawyers, and they judge and jury as to what's going to happen to the white man.
I was thinking about that a couple of days ago. I'm like, how can a descendant of Shem be anti-Semitic because of the descendant of John? What's going on with it? That's all he had to say. Ask that question and said, ah.
Right? But you know, the part of it is that peace and love is just, that's what I said, hey, we need peace and love bad. We need that. And so much hatred and animosity and everything. Almost anything you say, you know, you do have a hatred connotation with it. Okay? And therefore, just state the truth, and that's it. I ain't got to die on you to try to uplift me. Okay? But nevertheless, the truth is going to come forward, and Nelson already said, vengeance is mine. Be like Mandela. He said all the years he fought there, lost all them folks and everything there. A lot of his brothers that he got killed and everything there, because he had that hateful, that vengeance against them. And then when he swung over to the peace and love way, things changed dramatically. Mm-hmm. He said, I wish I know this thing. Earlier. Yeah. A lot of time in prison.
Never went to prison.
Yeah. So hey, we got to operate under the coming kingdom operation. And that's what I tell folks, you know. And that's what I tell them when they come here. You know, we have guys that come here and all that stuff, and I guess they say I do elementary, but I run them off. You know. But hey, I just tell them that hey, we're about peace and love. Right? Hey, if you full of that other stuff, I'm just telling you, you can't really happen here. Because you're not gonna hear it. And not on that, not on that, but I had some ladies come in too that bad. They want to do this and all that, and yeah. Somehow we don't do that. So we got the right guy. I said, hey, he said we got the right. And I said, how you know that that's gonna be? I said, now, understand what the foundation here. Peace and love. That's it. Yes.
California now has passed a law to where parents can allow their children to go through transition, with hormone medication. So, but that's a big controversy, that it's been saying, a lot of people are fighting against leave kids alone, but California now is allowing kids to do it, to start taking hormones and stuff early. And I like to get on TikTok and debate on certain things on there sometimes. And it was this one guy, we were talking about the Bible and stuff, and he said that with all this stuff, controversy that's going on with the transgender community and stuff, how they're changing definitions and forcing everybody, to, see things their way. He said that, well, the Bible do say that in the kingdom there will be no male and no female. So maybe what they're doing is what God wants.
See, it's time to stop talking to that person.
I said, oh no. No, he was just another guest. I didn't get to address it because the main guy wound up ending his life. I didn't get to address that. But just the way people misconstrue scriptures and misunderstand things, it just blew me away when he said that. I was like, oh my God.
if you're born a female, why I got to give you hormone shots and stuff to develop your body out then?
They are changing everything. They are even trying to say now that
Crazy.
transgender men's brains are like women's brains.
Oh, it's chemical. I found out it's chemical.
And that there is certain,
Chemical
you know,
imbalance.
X chromosomes.
It's chemical.
What you talking about? What's chemical?
All this transsexual, homosexual is chemical.
Referring to hormones?
Yeah, well, what they said is, and they did the research on, I don't want to go off into a big topic, but a research on frogs. They said frogs are being born with both sexes.
Yes, interesting.
And then they said that the ones that are born, some frogs are born homosexual, and they tend to go towards the other, they're more aggressive towards the male frogs than they are the female frogs. So it's a lot of this stuff that's chemical.
Well, I already said it could be a chemical imbalance about being gay, but transgender is a whole nother level.
Well, what I'm saying is by chemical is your body, the chemicals that they exposed us to, for some babies that are born,
Oh,
is
okay.
messing with their genetics.
Okay, you talking about that. Okay,
Right.
yeah. Oh, yeah, that's been going on for years, man.
Well, now it's proven.
Talked about that years ago.
Well, I'm saying now it's been proven.
Yeah, okay, yeah. About how they put certain, you know, chemicals in foods and products and stuff that are used by, you know, certain gender people or pregnant people.
Man, brought that on their own self.
Right, exactly,
That's the
right.
thing.
And so now these
We come up with
people are
everything.
being produced.
Mankind is crooked.
And it's all got to do with population control. They think Earth is overpopulated.
So, yeah, folks,
It's
I'm not
crazy, it's
looking
getting
at,
really
I'm not
crazy.
looking for man to come up with a solution and everything. That ain't gonna happen. We out of our league.
Well, I'm just saying that is the argument of whether you was born that way from the Most High or no, something went wrong in your development.
I've been-
Definitely.
Well, I'm just it stops the argument. I'm just saying, you know how people still trying to hold on. Well, God made me this way. Well, no, He didn't.
I've been saying that though.
So I take a hormone, they still go to athletic events, so they still don't have to do women because they still have their men muscles.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, some of these people that get sex shamed later on, they end up killing themselves.
They regret it.
Yeah.
I mean, they absolutely mutilate themselves when they go through the surgeries. It is absolute mutilation. No,
Yeah,
I tried to
folks,
say it can, but it can't.
we need to
It's getting really scary, for real.
watch and let those things go on. Cause there's too much over the mind. In my mind, I'm this and that. Hey, okay. Like I was saying earlier, hey, I get out there and holler all I want to, but in my mind, 30 years ago, I could get out there and do so. I can't do that now. Can't do it. If I succeed in halfway doing it, the next day I can. Next day I can have to get out of bed. Somebody to roll me out of the bed and everything.
I know I'm working on a project at the house. And if I wasn't the age I am now, I'd been through it in 2 or 3 days. It's been 3 weeks. And sometimes I sit up there and look out the window.
So I thought, whatever, they got 20 kids older than that. I was gonna race with them. I said, I know I can get these little people. Man, be down at the end of the fence and took off. Man, look like someone holding me back. I really thought I was winning back. Kids up there feel like I was Grandpa, where you at? Come on, Papa.
Yeah. Finally dawned on me when my son told me that I told y'all about that I was playing basketball. man. And in my mind, boy, I was scared, boy. I mean, I was up in the air, boy, because this guy that I was going against, he was shorter than I was and everything, man. And so, man, he had to be kind of eating it pretty good, you know. So he come around that corner, and I said, yeah, I'm gonna block this. I'm gonna embarrass him, boy. Man, in my mind, I was being judged, man. I was scared that didn't touch that ball nowhere, man. The guy he scored home. My son come on his dad. He said, it's time for you. It's time for you to take a break. Hey, I said, he just got a lucky shot off. I said, I don't know how he got that off, but he did it. He said, Dad. He said, no. He said, how do you think you jumped? I said, son, I was up there in the air. I was scared. I said, I wasn't waiting on this. He said, Dad, he said, you didn't jump high enough, you could have slide down. I said, what? Well, I'm a kid, man. In my mind, I was up there. Yeah. He said, Dad, he said, you could be, he said, I looked at because he said, I thought for sure, you know that. He said, you jumped all right. He said, but you couldn't even slide down with me. That's how high you got. I said, well, you right there, so this time you. Yeah.
True turn.
Yeah. I went down, sat down too. So hey, sometimes hey, you know, just it don't work that way. But nevertheless, dear folks, we've got to understand what's going on, get some knowledge, and then we got to learn how to listen to somebody, because sometimes we can fool our own self. Okay? We can get our own self tricked and fooled. Okay? And so this is why we need one another.
Amen.
And that's why I keep telling we need one another. Oh no, I need I said tell us some stuff. We're going to bow your heads now for our tonight, Baraka. Bless you, Lord, our God, King of the universe, who give us the Torah, the writings and the prophet, and the great have they shine by thy great spirit, and have commanded us the diligent teaching unto our children, unto our people, and all people of the earth. And let all Israel say, Amen. And that diligence means repeating. Over and over and over again. Yeah, you know. So let me tell you something. You think you got it and you ain't got it. You think you, a lot of times, you know, it's easy to go along with somebody who's leading on and you know, oh yeah, I got that and all that. But you got it on your own. That's why Element would tell us, Element, this is a very good thing. Element said, when you start seeing that we kind of get a little testy and everything, what do you tell us?
Go out and get your Bible study.
Yeah. I said, okay, you this way you at? You wired. He said, this way you at? He said, go and get your Bible study. So we said, okay, yeah. Went out there and get a Bible study. We never come back. Okay, I guess 3 hours. Guess I ain't where I was at. Kind of thing. So we go home and listen to what he got to say. He go along with what he talking about, see. But it's a good thing. So, and what we did those things in, it taught us some stuff. You know? So, same thing here. When he teaching to our children, to those that, that's what it means. Our Torah read for this week's Parashah is found in the book of Parashah or Genesis, the 12th chapter, starting at the first verse, through the 17th chapter and the 27th verse. That is Genesis 12:1 through the 17th chapter and the 27th verse. Our Haftorah reading is taken from the book of Isaiah, the 40th chapter, starting at the 27th verse through the 41st chapter and the 16th verse. That is Isaiah 40:27 through the 41st verse and through the 41st chapter and the 16th verse. This week's Parashah is Parashah 3, which is Lekh L'kha, which is get out for your sake. Get out for your sake. Our scripture reading will be taken from the Haftorah readings, which will be given by Shemash Adam ben Israel.
Shalom. Scripture reading is taken from the book of Isaiah, Yeshayahu, 41, 8 through the 16th verse. It's Isaiah 41, 8 through 16. This page 498 and 499. But you, Israel, my servant, Jacob, whom I have chosen, descendants of Abraham, my friend. I have taken you from the ends of the earth, summoned you from its most distant parts, and said to you, you are my servant. I have chosen you, not rejected you. Don't be afraid, for I am with you. Don't rest, for I am your God. I'll give you strength, I'll give you help. I'll support you with my victorious right hand. All those who were angry with you will be put to shame. Those who fought against you will be destroyed, brought to nothing. You will seek them, but not find them. Those who contended with you, yes, those who made war with you, will be brought to nothing, nothing at all. For I am Adonai, your God, say to you, as I hold your right hand, have no fear, I will help you. Have no fear, Jacob, you one, you men of Israel. I will help you, says Adonai. Your Redeemer is the Holy One of Israel. I will make you into a threshing sledge, two sharp, pointed teeth, to thrust the mountains and crush them to dust, to reduce the hills to chaff. And them, the wind will carry them off, and the whirlwind will scatter them. Then you will rejoice in Adonai. You will glory in the Holy One of Israel. May y'all have a special blessing to read of His word.
Yeah.
All right. We all want to be special, right? Right. You should. We all want to have that, that preeminence. But are you willing to do what it takes to get that? It's just like, hey, I want me a good paying job and I want this. But are you willing to prepare for that?
Well,
See? And the more prestige and more money you get, that's the more preparation that you got. See? And you can't just be like everybody just in there and think that's gonna happen to you. Now, this is what we're talking, we're going to get. How do you get those special things and how do you get those things there to uh, where God looks upon us and does things? When God found favor and found grace with Noah, what did he cost him? What did it cost? Huh? It sure did. It cost him his livelihood. It cost him his plans that he had. Yeah, let's see. I like to go out and be in a nice household here and have wine. And ooh, boy, you know, I like that wine. I like that guy in. So I'm gonna go out there and plant me a big old vineyard out there. Have y'all eating my home. And just sit back and relax. He says, oh, take it easy and all that. Y'all said, no, you got to get out there and be in this boat. You got to go out there and be in this heart. That's his ideas. Change them all get around. See? After this thing happened here, mankind got going forth on it, and God said that, hey, he looked upon mankind, and mankind was corrupt, and every thought of them was Hamas. God said, hey, that's it, I'm through with mankind. Why did I make mankind in the first? Why did I? Yeah, why did I do this? I know what I'm doing. I was better than I even me. I'm just gonna get rid of them all. I'm gonna wipe the slate clean. Start all over again. And one man changed that. One family changed that. And God said, okay, after that family gone, get that, then I'll wipe out the rest of them, and I'll say this one family here, and then that one family later, they'll go ahead and portray out what I want. But guess what happened? Guess what happened? They had three sons. 8 people all together started repopulating the world again. See? And they did. And guess what happened?
Got corrupt again.
Yes! Mankind was not showing faith to God. There was not a good witness in him. But God said, I got to do something different here among mankind. That charge fell out. So, a few years later, 100 years later, God brings us to Genesis 12. Start reading there, Genesis 12, 1 through 3.
Adonai said to Abram, get yourself out of your country, away from your kinsmen, and away from your father's house.
Now, God said, hey, I'm gonna get ready to start something. And I'm gonna start anew. But I got to get you acclimated because he already showed the signs that he wanted to be different. Right?
Right.
Who was his father? Or what kind of work did his father do?
Oh, made idols.
Made idols. He had a good business. See? Well, no broke man. See? But Abraham said, I ain't going for this. Here we is making these things and people keep it for God and call them God and all that. And here I'm making them. What kind of God is that I can make? We set it up on the wall and they come pay for it and everything. Then I gotta go get it off the wall and bring it down into it. Then they gotta pack it out where they go. So you got a little ways there, one time there. Check it all out to see if there was any day there, and you find God didn't do nothing to him. Yeah. His father was upset. What in the world is going on? Boy, come in here! What did happen to all my inventory here? What did happen? So what did he do? What did he say? What did he?
The guy got mad.
That guy smashed that guy with the hammer.
The big guy jumped on the little guy. He couldn't dare tell him the truth, does it? Yeah. But yet still, he has an insight that things ain't like the real. I can use a person like that. That's the new family that I want to start with. God could have easily just started all over again. He started from the beginning, didn't he?
Yeah.
But had he done those things there, as I keep telling you, Satan would have had that way I would have said. That man that you made, and made that guy in you on that. And he would have been right. I said no. So y'all called a man, because I'm going to be ready with a special group of folks. I'm going to with a special mankind. Of all the folks and everything there, I got something planned for you all and your seed. See? But in order for it to happen, it ain't gonna happen here. It ain't gonna happen in your land. Why did God saying? Why do you think God told me it ain't gonna happen in your land? It ain't gonna do that. It says, give out for your sake. Not get out for God's sake, but get out for your sake. Let me tell you something here, folks. You might want to be different than things, but if you stay around them old bum folks, that bum company, that old drag down what's called and everything, but they my friends, and that you ain't gonna change not one bit. They done found that out about guys go to prison. You know, I everybody listening. You go back, run around that same group of folks and everything, and guess what? You're gonna be a second and third repeat. You gotta change, so God told him, for your sake, you gotta get right. You gotta get out of your land. Yeah. Because there's too much bad influence there. They already was all isolated. That's how he had a business. Now God's gonna start hearing the one God, the Yah, El Shaddai. See? And how that's gonna work when you around there, and they know that you done sold off. Man, where you think I got this one? I bought it from. I bought it from your own company. Not right, you was the one that come down and bought it down. That ain't gonna work. Right? So God told him, say, hey, read that again.
Says, get yourself out of your country, away from your kingdom, and away from your father's house.
Uh-oh. See? All that was bad influences and was negative for him being able to do what God wanted him to do. Dear folks, we got to be that too. But we don't want to do it. We think, hey, oh, they didn't have no influence over me. Hey, I'm alone. I do whatever I want to do. Nobody has lying. I don't care what anybody said. We're all affected by our surroundings. I always think you're lying. You're lying. Okay? You get around your buddies, you get around them, you know, they get tattoos. Next thing you know, you want a tattoo. You get around your buddies and talk about that, they got here, whole deal in the ears and stuff. You won't do that. Why? Because you don't want to stick out like a sore thumb. Right? In order for us to be together, no thing that we got, gotta. Well, I know they share their drink. They don't be like in there, you can't drink with me, huh? Oh, you too good to drink with me. Next thing, the bad bottle hitting me. That's because that's what we do. So God said, hey, look, I'm getting rid of you. I need you. I'm going to use you. And that's the whole thing about it. When God wants to use us, he can't have you around influenced by this other stuff. How do you think he sent Moshe out from Egypt for 40 years? Because Moshe was all locked up and all filled up with military. Because that's what he was. And the way of the Egyptian way of doing stuff. He already had to grab one guy in there.
He already had a body.
Huh?
He already had a body.
Yeah. So God said, no, that ain't the way I want it done. That ain't the way. So I got to see you way out there until you learn how to obey what I say do. Okay? Because you too full of what you want to do. And that's what's going to happen to you too. Right? You're going to do what you want to do. So it's going to take you 40 years to go out there and be out there on the cattle, be out there with the shepherd and all that, and out there building and learning. And oh yeah, by the way, them same folks that you want to help and to relieve everything, they're the one that throw them on the bus. So he was ready to go in. He had no choice but to go in. Because they throw him under the bus. Oh, you gonna kill us like you did that in Egypt? Oh, hey. Yeah.
You my brother, you lucky, because I put you in the sand with him.
What you doing here? Oh. You got to go. So here, read on.
And go to the land that I will show you. I will make of you a great nation. I will bless you, and I will make your name great.
All right, now notice this. God didn't give him no full details and full instructions as to where he was going to send him. He said, "Go." That was starting off right there. He gonna listen to me, or he gonna get his own ideas and stuff. See? He said, "You told me to get out of my country and get out from around. Where I'm going, Lord? I'll show you where you're going. You just follow me." No, that ain't good enough. I got to know where I'm going, how it's going to be, and all that thing around, and then I'll make a decision on whether or not I want to go there or not. Because things might not be too far. I ain't got too bad here, Lord. Well, Father got a private business here. I'm making a little chunk change, taking a house here. And stuff, and hey. It's tough and everything. I got to put up with this stuff here, but it ain't that bad. I said, no, you got to go. Starting right off the bat, learning to listen to me. Now he gave me what I got you, what I'm calling you for, what I want you for. Why do you think that God wants you to follow through? Anybody got? Why are you here today? Why are you here today? Ask yourself, why are you here? Yeah. Well, I'm telling you something. Why I'm here? I'm here because God got something I want. That's why I'm here. There you go. There you go. Eternal life. I like living. That's what I'm talking about. Eternal life. That's it. Yeah. That's why I'm here. Why you at your job? If they didn't pay you that money, would you be there?
I got better things to do.
But if you don't get that money from that job there, them other things you talking about.
That's the point that I'm making.
Yeah, right. Ain't gonna come to pass. See? Therefore, we got to be able to quantify to get this thing in line. I ain't got to do a whole lot of stuff if you want to be here. But I got to do a whole lot of kissing and a whole lot of careful what I say and all this and that, and put some icing and coating on it and all like that. Because you don't want to be here in the first place. So that's why I asked you, why are you here? I had some guy come to me, well, I'm here because I made a promise to you that I was going to show up, and that's all they did to me. But that ain't what I wanted. That wasn't the reason why I invited them. I didn't everybody over here just for the fulfill, and yeah, I kept my word to you. No, that's what I invited you over here for. I invite you over here so you'll be a part of this here and that you can learn about this here and want to be a part of this thing here because I figured, hey, that it's a good thing for you. Right? Because if I can convince you that let me tell you something, we have no kind of skills against the enemy. He got too much advantage on us to keep you away. And this is why you lose a lot of folks. This is why they'll tell you that. I just want to fit in with somebody. I just don't want to be different from nobody else. I don't want to be that. And all of them, they had that attitude, they gone. They're gone. Because let me tell you something. The truth and those things there make you a special people. Make you a different folks. God knew that when he get ready to set up Abraham with everything there, it was going to make him a different man. Okay? It was going to be a whole lot. But God had something great for him. The more greatness that God got for you, the more highlight you got, that's the more it costs you. Please understand that. I want to be the head. I want to be the head. You sit down and you think about, but let me tell you something. That's a whole, hey. Like I said about my job there, when I said, hey, and that's what I want to be a boss. I said, that's a boss. I tell other folks what to do with everything. Yeah, man. I sat back and man, I didn't know how well I had it. I came boss and I mean, we had like, and man, they get finished with their job, they come to me, what's next to do? And when I gotta get them done. I gotta get this straight. I get somebody else done. I said, nah, boy, I didn't know how. I said, when I was down there by myself, down there, and I ready to shut down there. Hey, I didn't have to worry about this. He come gave me a job to do. I did that job. When I got through with that job, I went back and okay, I'm finished with that job. And what's next? And that's all I had to do. Didn't have to go home, think about how this is going to work. Didn't have to do all that stuff there. A lot of stuff I didn't have to worry about. Yeah. Didn't have to answer to other folks there. When special days came and everything else, why the place ain't cleaned up, why our record ain't the same, or why we ain't got this all laid like this on yet. I mean, just a lot of stuff that I didn't worry about that. Some folks can handle it, some can't. So God said, I'm gonna give you the best chance for you to do those things here. And that's why I tell our young folks, I tell them, don't go running out there into the world thinking that it's all fair and everything's going to be right your way and everything's going to and you abandon what you've been brought up. Because it's a cruel awakening out there. The world is not fair.
Right.
And they don't have your goodness in mind because you are a Hebrew Israelite. And that's different. See? You can't do what they do. You can't get by with those things. But if you went out there and try to do those things, then that's when you run into a whole lot of trouble. So, God said, I want you to be special because I'm going to make a great nation of you. You know how many children we had at the time? Zero. And I didn't have that much.
Sometimes I'm struggling outside, you know, ain't nothing popping to happen, you know. I can see if I have, you know, a bunch of kids there and everything, hey, yeah, I'm like great nation, you know, no, what is it? See? But you either believe them or you don't. Okay? That's what faith is all about, dear folks. Read on.
I will bless you, and I will make your name great, and you are to be a blessing. I will bless those who bless you, but I will curse anyone who curses you. And by you, all the families of the earth will be blessed.
Now, way back then, you know that God is still fulfilling that statement today? Yeah. Still doing that. We have to understand, we're the one that's likened to the little time slot, not God. See? We get parsed off on a little time slot, you know, that's the extent. And we don't even have the extent like they had. You go back in there from the flood from Noah and all those things there, hey, people were living 400 years and all that, and then it just started dwindling down. Go ahead and read that, it just started dwindling down. Abraham lived 175 years. Okay? If we get 80 or 90 years old, ooh, man. Huh? Yeah, right. So, but they were just not getting started. Noah, he didn't get started till he was 500 years old.
Right.
500 years old. Then he started having children. That's the God that we're dealing with. That's the God that I want to be a part of. See? That's one I want you to be a part of. But there are restrictions that go along with that. So God calls Abraham to come out, say, I got a special job for you, because I want you to be the beginning. I want you to get this. I want you to become the beginning of a special people among you. Y'all know who that special people is? What's the name we finally got?
Israel.
Israel! Exactly, Israel! That's what God had in mind. You're gonna be the head. I'm gonna call you out. Okay? From over there, you're gonna cross over. Hebrew, and you're gonna be different. Can you do it? Can you handle it? Because this is what I have in mind. Not only that, there, you ain't gotta worry about no vengeance. And that's why I said tell our folks and everything. God knows exactly what happened to us and what all that. And he got his mind. He said, I'm gonna take care of them. He said, if they do harm to you, I'm gonna take care of it. Not you gonna take care of it. Ain't that what he said? Read that again.
Says, I will bless those who bless you, but I will curse anyone who curses you.
So God is gonna take care of them. Not you.
Right?
And that's the problem. He said, well, he just made that promise. Hey, he said, for his seed and on throughout the generation. Now, if you want to highlight claim that you are of this seed, you are of this here, and if you are that special, then that blessing goes to you too. And that situation falls upon you as well. Right?
Right.
So why are we so visual? Why are we also set in order that we got all this hatred against the white man, or we got all this hatred against Esau, we got all this, whatever we want to say, and we gonna get even with them, we gonna do this, or how we gonna do that, you know, why we got all this hatred going on? Peace and love, dear folks, that's what I'm promoting. That's what I'm telling you. God had already took a long, when he first called Abraham out. He said that in his mind. That's what I'm seeing here. And that's what I want you to see. He didn't just start with this peace and love. So, if God wants to do it, what in the world are we doing? Sitting around here figuring out how we're going to deal with it and what we can do to even the skull up. And what are we doing that for? He said, so you don't do that now. Let me tell you something. I learned early. I didn't know what the world I was doing. I learned I was out of my league. See, some of y'all probably never had that happen to you. I had it happen. First did certain thing to me and everything. I said, oh, I'm going to do this thing. I said, I'm going to do that. And I did that. And let me tell you something. It didn't work out like I thought it would. As a matter of fact, it didn't even come close to what I thought it was going to be. And I was not happy at all with it. And it worked out just like what I thought it would. And it didn't turn out. It'd be just like they tell a story about the rabbit and the fox. And the fox got him and finally caught up with this rabbit. And so the rabbit started talking to him and said, hey, boy, I'm gonna have a good dinner with you. I'm gonna cook you anything, because you've been doing all this and you done did this, so I'm gonna cook you slow and I'm gonna do it all that. He said, oh, wait a minute. Mr. Fox, he said, I see you got, let me tell you something. If you really want to get even, he said, because I'm telling you, I've been around, boy, I'm tough. So you gonna eat me and you want to tough down, eat me, tough me. And it don't taste that good, to tell me, you want to tell me to eat and everything like that. All tough, hard meat like me. He said, but if you really want to make a tough on me and everything, now, you see that old brow patch over there? Mm-hmm. You see all those stickers out there and all that stuff out there? That's what, if you really want to get even with me, throw me over that. See, yeah. Then I gotta live through all that there, and I gotta make it through all that there, and get myself all cut all up and get all those things down. Now that's gonna really put. And he convinced the old fox to throw him in the broth patch. That's where he wanted to go in the first place. That's where. Yeah, that was the safe harbor. Yeah. See? But he had to take it different. It was a terrible situation you put me in. See, because of that hatred. See? He lost himself out of the meal. See? Was smart enough as you thought it was. Huh? There you go. So here, God told him, if you do those things, this is what I have in mind for you to do. This is what I'm going to do for you. See? That sounds pretty good. That sounds like something you'd like to have. It's going to be worth whatever it takes to do that. But I could some better do to come up here and be here. You keep that old Sabbath. Now they call it sad day. See? S-A-D day, sad day. We won't even call it Saturday, no, it's sad day. It's a joyous day for me, it's not a sad day for me.
Hallelujah.
Huh?
Hallelujah.
Yes. It's a time for me to get a break. It's a stress breaker. Put all that other stuff aside. Put on, hey. And if you, like I tell folks, I say, if you gotta have it, let me have you with a Sabbath law. If you just gotta have it, you can't just get rid of it and, let it go and everything. It'll be there. You can pick it right back up again. Well, that's the whole thing. That's what I'm saying. That's why I tell them, if you just can't use it, if you can't use it as a breaker, because I find a lot of things I be worried about everything now. I thought I'd let it go to the side, then it's traveling around. Wait, when I face it again, it's totally different now. I said, oh yeah, stress breaker. So God knew that we live on a certain cycle and that we need that. And so that's why I say, see, the Sabbath was made for man. Because we need that. The doctors that all will tell you that right now. You go to the doctor's tell them, they'll ask you, you stressing out over anything? You got something you worrying about? Why they ask you those things? Because they don't learn. See? A lot of things come up on us in our life because of that. One of it is that we don't want to do that because that's true. Like my auntie told me. She said, I see what you say about the Bible. She said, but you see, that little church out up there, them folks up there, if I started keeping the Sabbath, they think the old lady went crazy. And I don't want to think that. I said, who cares about what they think? I said, who cares about what they think? I do. I said, well, and she wouldn't change. Too much. That's why you need to get away from me. That's why God told Abraham, get away from me tenfold. Maybe she might have done it, but she was influenced by them folks up there in the church there and everything. Say they gone. I tried to let my son. I said, do you know what they say about me and what they're saying about me? They say I lost my mind. I said, if I let that bother me, I guess I'd have been all out there. Then I finally had to concede that they were right. I had. So when they stopped telling me that now. Boy, there's something about how the devil do before that. Well, he's a martial man. Oh, you're mine, y'all just lost your man. And thought, had love was all in the body. Yeah. How do you do? Y'all know better than y'all was talking, y'all probably than that. So I'm saying it's time to defend myself. Go ahead. It's fine. Come to me. You're right. I did lose my mind. Mm-hmm. I lost that on Sunday like man. See? That old Christmas like man. Mm-hmm. See? Believing all them lies and believing all that stuff there. Easter. Yeah. Thinking all kind of stuff, So, hey, man had to get away from that stuff. Mm-hmm. As long as you keep that stuff in your mind and you'll get that around, and they try to keep it, but the little children, you cheating your children. I say, look, my kids and my grandkids, they They ain't bad off of, because they get that.
Maybe a lot of money too.
Yeah. I don't spend money they been buying, buy my brother and all that, little Christmas toy, because 2-3 days later, it's gone, it broke all up and gone. See? No. Read on.
The fourth verse says, so Aaron went, as Adonai had said to him, and Lot went with him. Aaron was 75 years old when he left Haran. Aaron took his wife Sarah, his brother's son Lot, and all their possessions which they had accumulated, as well as the people they had acquired in Haran. Then they set out for the land of Canaan, and entered the land of Canaan.
Now, did you see what had taken place here? And then we have to ask ourselves some questions. Did y'all see what took place here? In that scripture there, what it said about it? See? He said I did exactly what God said do, right?
Nope.
Oh!
Him,
You took Lot, and you were forward to.
So get away from your kindred, not take your kindred with you.
You see how you see, we're no different from Abraham. We'll say, we'll make excuses for it, to verify and to substantiate what God had told us not to do. It's just like I told a guy on my job, well, I had lost that job there, and they shut it down, and so I went to go for this other company, you know, and he said, well, I like it good, and he said, because of your education and everything, you're gonna make a little bit more money than most of the folks do and everything else. Now, you can't tell them what you're doing. He said, but there's only one thing, he said, you gotta work on the salary. You gotta work, he called that, he said, salary, you gotta work on salary. I said, well, no, that's one thing I can't do. He said, I tell you what, because I like you real good, and I want you, because this job just fit right now. He said, I can work it around everything, and you don't have to come in once a month. So all you gotta do is just come in there once a month. And you'll be okay. He said, because I can do that. He said, but I just can't let you just go out, never show up everything. But if you can do it just once a month, he said, that'll be good. We got a deal? I said, we will have a deal. I said, but it would be a deal with God. Right?
Right.
I said, but we'll be a deal with God. What you mean, would be a big deal? I said, God is the one that said not to work on that day. Not. I said, if it had to do with me, I said, hey. Yeah, well, he was talking about getting overtime on that day too. I said, oh man, boy. Okay, I'm getting overtime for it too. Yeah. It was just me. I said, but I'm not dealing just with me.
Right.
I said, God said, don't work on that day. Not one of the day out of the week, not one out of the month. I said, therefore, can you do
It's a similar thing happened to me.
it?
When we first got married, I used to fix truck tires. So I went to this trucking company out here, and they were gonna hire me, and they were giving me my service truck, and the thing was, you might have to work some Saturday, but it's not guaranteed that you have to work. But if they call you, you have to go. Then you're gonna have to come. I was telling the reason why I did. He's gonna say, what if the ox get in the ditch on Saturday? I I told him, I said, well, we can settle on it there. We can keep all kinds of things. I ain't gonna take you out. Yeah.
What if the ox fall in the ditch? Well, how about you tie the ox up on Friday night? That way he won't fall in the ditch.
I had to turn down a job, and I worked 10 years, 10 years past that time. And I still didn't make as much money that was offered me at that time now. But the only problem was this, I had to be on call 24/7. See? I had to be on call 24/7. You know? And they said, hey, man, like I said, I don't make big money. See? And I had an expense account. They won't give me a new car every year. You know? And man, I couldn't take it. Okay? But God, he no job that you gotta be on call 24/7. Because you know exactly what's gonna happen, don't you?
Yep.
Yeah. So I told him, no, I can't do that. But you know, God worked it out for me. Okay? I still work for the company and everything else, but I was constantly challenged.
Yeah.
It was always constantly challenged. You gonna go this down, and you gonna have to do this here. You gotta do it now. And I said, no, I ain't got to do it. Okay? And God worked the thing out for me. Okay? But I had to stand on His word. I had to stand on what He said to do. And got to do what He, like what He said to do. We see that when God told him to take off and get rid of all and those things there, He didn't quite do all what He told him. See?
Yeah, and another thing that happened to me when I went to work at First House, you're supposed to carry paper. Everybody has to carry 1 week, 7 days. But they was glad. I carried it all through the week, every week. And they had carried on, weekends. So they was glad that they just had 2 days to carry it, And I had to carry, 5 days. So. They worked out good.
So, but what I'm saying here is that it costs you.
Yep.
See? It costs you. But what is going to be the prize? But what's going to be the, God said, I'm going to make a great nation of you. He's 75 years old, ain't got kids. Okay? And you're going to make a great nation of me. And all that stuff there, and I ain't even taking a child yet. I've been married for a while now, Ain't nothing been proper to do here. It ain't because I ain't even trying. As it nevertheless, I'm gonna take care of you. You just do what I tell you to do. And that's what we got to do and count on and do those things there. But nevertheless, he went forward, and let's see what happened there. Start reading at the 10th verse there.
Okay. But there was a famine in the land. So Abram went down into Egypt to stay there, because the famine in the land was severe. When he came close to Egypt and was about to enter, he said to Sarah, his wife, "Here now, I know that you are a good-looking woman, so that when the Egyptians see you, they will say, 'This is his wife.'"
Now, let's go back up there to the 10th verse. Because I want to read the point. The 10th.
But there was a famine in the land.
Now get this. Get this. You married to this woman, your wife, and that's why Sarah was a good wife. She was a good wife, she was a good sister. cause, some of my other sisters, you go on down, check out the place, and when you know all about this, send for me. Then I might make a decision on whether I want to go or not. But I ain't going down there. You don't know what's going on. You don't know nothing about it. So guess what? When he started out shooting, okay, yeah, you know, look, we gonna go to the land. We gonna be all right. We gonna God gonna bless us, and we gonna do all right. And so they said, okay. So we went down there, and a famine hit the land. Ooh, can you imagine what you saying then? Can you imagine what you be saying then? All right, I can find you this way here. And look what yeah, look what you done brought us to. I thought you said God had you covered there. You should, you were listening. You should. Well, she wants to start questioning everything. Right, ladies? Y'all gonna start come question that, right?
Yeah. And
Huh?
I'll tell you right now, she questioned him too. And Jax ain't with me. She's a woman. She showed it. She questioned him. She's real. She's a woman and she's black. Yeah. And she's looking at him. I know I'm well because I got you. But look at him, buddy. Reach out to him and look at him. You got all these people feeding me too. She's a black woman. She's looking.
I thought you were gonna give me this here. And look where we at.
Exactly. Exactly what she said.
Hey, she didn't trust the Most High for the first child.
Boom. I know it.
So you know she was complaining.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. She's right. I mean, hey.
It's don't call like.
She got to blame it. She got to blame it him. Yeah, you see, you just get out. You got old and you can't cut the mustard no more. Right. You done got this idea and say you're going. God's gonna carry you to a good land and all this here. And look here, we starving out here.
Is this it?
This ain't what I tell them for. This ain't what I'm gonna be milk and honey. Yeah. And then got on down to Egypt, and now he got an answer up there.
Maybe we don't lie to you.
Yeah.
We do everything for you. What you gonna do for me?
Honey, I got special. I got a question. I got to do that. No, I don't follow you here. You done lost my beautiful home that I had over there in Urs of the child in. I done lost out on that. We had a pretty good economy going on. We wasn't poor. And I done gave all this up for you. Think that you're gonna have dinner, not when you got me to run around in the tent. Done lost my house and everything, I'm running around in the tent. And now it's worse than that, this land that you gonna carry me to, they ain't got no food here. No, something wrong now. I tell you what, I'm going back home. Try to get my house back. And I'll check you, see you later. And if things work out and everything, then give me a buzz. Because this ain't working out here, you done lost all this for me. All this here that I thought, and then look what I got now. Okay? But this system was different. I'm not complaining, but she was willing. Read on.
There was a famine in the land. So
Uh-huh.
Adam went down into Egypt to stay there. Because the famine in the land was severe. When he came across to Egypt and was about to enter, he said to Sarah, his wife, "Here now, I know that you're a good-looking woman, so that when the Egyptians see you, they will say, this is his wife, and kill me, but keep you alive."
Oh, everybody want a beautiful wife. Everyone, hey, could be some danger somewhere. I was talking to one guy and he said he's really jealous of everything. How do that? He said, man, I want a beautiful wife. I said, I want a beautiful wife. Everybody want a beautiful. No. He said, "Oh, man, I be worried to death, and I can't trust, and I don't." Yeah, so I want to be an ugly one. Ain't nobody gonna want. Ain't nobody gonna want. Ain't nobody gonna want that ugly woman.
Well, at least he knows himself.
I ain't gotta worry about
At
it.
least he knows himself.
Yeah. He said, so I said, but I dropped a little hint to him. I said, let me tell you something. Ugly is in the eyes of the beholder. And it is. That woman that you think is ugly and other than that, hey. Don't mean that she ugly to everybody. And that's why I said, and I told him, I said, and I'm glad it's that way. You know? Because some of us would have a hard time getting some of us would have a hard time getting somebody if it wasn't that way. I say, I ain't sitting on here on no 10 and all that stuff. So I'm glad that it's that way. And so he said, well, man, I never thought about it like that. I was the only thing about it, you know. And I said, yeah. But here, Abraham knew what he had. As a matter of fact, her name, part of her name was that she was a princess. She was beautiful in the days of honor. And he knew that certain countries and certain places that you go to, your life was at stake. See? I tell the story here. We went to the homeland, with the Israelites went to the homeland, and then the guy approached me about my sister. Hey, your wife, you with the lady. I like to, you know, he asked me who she was, and I thought it's my sister. You know, because we all around together. And so I said, oh, he's that's your sister then, huh? I said, yeah. Oh, he's good. That I didn't want to. Let me talk to you.
It's been a good day.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call it a new day.
5 goats, 6 cows.
Yeah.
That's a new
You think you want to deal with her? I say, well, I thought it'd be all right, you know, and everything like that. I said, I think a husband would like that. Oh, she married? I said, oh, yeah. And I said, I don't think you'd be happy at all about that. So he dagged them off there, you know. See, in Egypt, during that time, they didn't do that. You said that you was a husband, you was dead. They kill you for your wife. But if you say you were a sister or something, and you say you're a brother or something, then then they'll negotiate with you to try to buy her from you. And see, you could turn them down because you would say, hey, I don't run, and you still be all right, you know. But if you told her it was your wife and everything, yeah, you find yourself up dead somewhere.
You have to do your part.
So he knew that and everything, so say, now, honey, I know things ain't working like I'm supposed to. And I know it ain't early. I know I don't lost your home that you had there. You might have been fussing about that home there, but it was at least it was your home and everything there. And now you ain't got that there, and you out here and all that. I know you're upset about this, but I got another favor, y'all. I got another favor. Read that favor that he asked.
Let me say that you are my sister, so that it will go well with me for your sake, and so that I will stay alive because of you.
All right. See, he never know that this is all going on you. Now, what wife could turn that down? Well, I thought, you come home and say, well, honey, guess what? I lost my job. Why'd you lose it? I'm pretty sure that's gonna be the first thing she's gonna ask. Well, me and the boss got into it and everything, you know, and, we can't talk to me that way and everything. One guy did that. He said, what you mean? He talked to you with it. He gotta respect me as a man. He ain't talking to you like I said, you working for him. But I had to show him who the man. I said, you did? Yeah. I said, who's hunting and needing some help? Who ain't got no paycheck coming in?
You showed him.
Huh?
But you showed him.
Yeah, but you showed him. You told him. Say, you know.
You sound like somebody I know.
You probably do know exactly what I'm talking about. But I ain't calling no names, you know. I said, but if you lose your job because of God's sake and because of God's word and all those things, yeah. I said, now you got something going for it and all those things, yeah. But not just go out there and I said, you ain't just going because this man. I ain't gonna let that man talk to me like that. Yeah, he got to talk to me better now. I said, what do you mean? You a hard worker. So he got to talk to you like you on this same status with him. You're his worker. You're working for him. Yeah, but I sure showed him. I said, yeah, you sure did. I said, you gotta go and deal on the unemployment line. And guess what? And when you go into the unemployment line, he still ain't through with you. Am I right? I mean, that's what it used to be. Is it still right now?
You right.
You ain't got nothing.
You got nothing. You got to sign your unemployment paper.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I told him. I said, you told all this and tell me I go down and get my unemployment. I said, no, you ain't getting no real unemployment. I said,
Quit.
yeah. I said, this guy he's got to sign that off for you to get that.
A lot of people don't even understand how that works.
Yeah.
They fire you, and all depends on what they fire you for.
It's
Whether
still
you
not.
get it or not.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, you go in there and do something stupid, they fire you. You ain't get
You
nothing.
ain't get nothing. Nothing.
Yep. Okay, then it's still the same.
Oh, you know they ain't gonna change that.
You
Not when it comes to giving money away, they ain't gonna change
Get it
that.
back, redo it? No, it means nothing.
So therefore, you can't win for losing.
No.
Well, see, right, that solidifies him then. But I also come back to work and everything, and he still out because it's all puffing all. See? So he asked his sister, he asked his wife to do him a favor. Right? we really do our husband a favor, right? We can tolerate with some insecurities and some things that we wasn't going on for the right cause, right? But if you go down there for being arrogant and crazy, stupid or something like that, no, give him the blues. See? But he wants to do those things. That's a whole different thing altogether. So he was asked, so he said, hey, it's going to be for your sake. I'll say, if you don't, how's it going to be for her sake? She was going to.
She gonna end up. She could have ended up as a slave or a concubine.
Yeah. So he says, for me, they're gonna kill me. I know what's wrong with me. So if you got any kind of what he'll do this for me. Did you go please
He said, please,
all right then.
please say that you are my sister.
Me, y'all hear that? Y'all hear that?
Mm-hmm.
All this macho type of attitude said that, dear folks, you need a favor. Don't come in with that macho stuff.
Leave your ego at the door.
Yeah. I'm just saying all this for us to learn a lesson here. If you want this one, okay then. You want to take my advice? Okay.
I had an employer do the same thing. I mean, he talked to me nasty on the floor. I had to swallow my tongue. A week later, I found another job, and guess what? I was gone. Didn't say nothing. Just came in that night, packed up my stuff, and I left. That was it.
Yeah.
Didn't have to argue with him or nothing.
There you go.
Yeah. That's how you kill him.
That's how you do it.
And I'm glad you brought that up because there's some that go in, hey. I said, man, you jumped up and did all that and you ain't got another job?
Hey, I got children at home to feed. I can't afford to go quit no jobs.
You got something to kids at home.
Hey,
It's their pride.
my children come before my pride.
So dear folks, all these things that we learn all these things from wisdom as to how to carry out and to do those things there. See? And if you don't take advantage of those things, you say, well, God was in the picture that God could have like that. Hey, this is what I want you to see. Yeah, God was in the picture there, but it didn't stop him from having these things happen to him. They happen to you for a test to see how strong you are in those things. See? And you're willing to really to hang in there. So, read on to the 15th verse.
Okay, 14 says, when Abram entered Egypt, the Egyptians did notice that the woman was very beautiful. Pharaoh's princes saw her and commended her to Pharaoh. So the woman was taken into Pharaoh's house. He treated Abram well for her sake, giving him sheep, cattle, male and female donkeys, male and female slaves, and camels.
You know what he did that for, don't you?
Yeah, better eat treat.
That's right. He giving favor to hey, brother. Because I want her. So hey, I get a good thing. You put in a good word for me, see? And everything was going along good, but then he kind of slipped up, messed up there. See? He slipped up, messed up there. Got to be a little too hanky-panky with it. Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Something ain't adding up here. Come in here. I'm come in here, man. I want to talk with you. Something ain't working right here. Yeah. I saw you out there doing something with your sister, did you know? Shouldn't have been doing that there, you know. I know we got some crazy laws and some strange stuff, but we had all that stuff, but hey, you know, then he had to come clean with it. See? He said, well, why didn't you tell me that in the first place? Because I wouldn't have a chance to. I wouldn't have a chance to tell you that. So Yah stepped in the picture there and was taking care of that situation for him. See? Sometimes when we go forth to do things, it might look like it's a hard thing. It might look like it's a tough thing. And it's just like that job that I had to turn down, you know, things. I was off for a week. Didn't even get a chance to even sign up on it. Because they told me when I got laid off at Tellers, they told me that, hey, we're gonna sign for y'all, you know, all to get y'all unemployment and everything. So they told us what to, they instructed us how to go down and sign up for it and all that. That's how I knew that you got to be in favor with them to even sign up for it. Otherwise, you won't get that and everything. And said it'll be easy for y'all to get it. Y'all should be able, you know, at least either within a week or 2 weeks. So I thought I was gonna be relaxed. I thought I was gonna be relaxed and draw a little unemployment and everything. You know, but I turned the guy that the guy wanted me to come on to work. I thought I can't do that. Yeah. So I turned that job down, and a couple of days later, guy called me from Phillips in Bartlesville. Told me to come up there, and I came up there, and he offered me a job. See? And and he said, this guy's getting ready to quit, and I want you to take his place. And so all you gotta do is hang in there, and you might have to work at this here job here for a little bit until he retires. Then I'll move you on up there. I said, well, what you offered me there, man? I said, what you offered me? I said, I sweep the floors and mop the floor for that thing. You want to pay me that much? You want to pay me that much money? But I mop the floor and everything. I'm pretty talented for that time. No. I ain't doing no job. Hey, for that money, I do it. So that's what I had several on it there. Little did I know that Amico had been trying to get on to me. So I come back and I was sitting relaxed, taking. Show me how God worked out there. And I all attribute to that there, because it wasn't for that there, I don't think, you know. Finally, Amico called me up and said, hey, we were trying to get over you and everything like that. We want you to come in and have a talk and everything, man. They offered me more money than I ain't got to move, because I was about to move and relocate to Bartlesville. You know, but I had a stepmother up there, so there wasn't gonna be no problem there, you know, initially. But hey, I just stay here, got a better deal, got more money, and didn't have to worry about it. And could go instantly go into the job. I said, you know, God, those things worked out. And look, see, same thing happened here with Abel. When he left out of there, he got all that. You know? He thought that he'd have to get that stuff back that he gave for just no, you know. Because God had let him know that, hey, you see all this stuff you have in there? That's just the beginning. And if you get this thing straight with him and everything there, it's gonna get worse for you. You know, he was just like the Egyptian was. You know, I just trying to hide the Egyptians, you know. Remember the youth were brought that to my attention. Israel didn't have no choice of leaving when they left.
Mm-hmm.
The Egyptians was tired.
Get out. Every last one of y'all, get out.
Right.
No, I'm down with y'all. No, get out.
Because they were upset with Moshe, because Moshe, you don't promise me 9 times that we gonna be leaving and everything. And here we is, still there. But God said this time, he said, you're gonna leave this time here. And that's why, because the Egyptians said, no, we tired of you. Y'all nothing but Y'all bad kids, y'all cause all this trouble. We want you out of here. Take this. Oh, I sure like that pretty dress, that silk dress. I didn't care. Hey, you can have it. Hey.
That's what it takes to get you to get on out of here. Here, have it. Take it, go.
Right. Take that. Take this home with you too. We want y'all out of here because y'all bad over. Y'all. And that same thing that happened to Abraham too. Hey, what he's hey, he's ready for him to go. Yeah, but what about this sheep that you gave me because we found out that she's my wife and we ain't gonna know God said and ain't gonna be no take it with you, go. Leave our country. I'm saying this here to let you know that God got your back. He understands because you're working with him and he knows what the situation that you got you for. All we have to do is learn how to trust in him. See? And to keep that favor up. See? Now, you say, well, I was back then and those things here. We're going to Luke, the 18th chapter. See how things change. Sister Mashiach doesn't come out. See? Luke 18, and you're going to start reading at the 28th verse.
His keeper said, look, we have left our homes and you. Yeshua answered them, yes, I tell you, that everyone who has left house, wife, brother, parents, or children for the sake of the kingdom of Yah, will receive many times as much in the last days.
Now get this. Did y'all get this point? It said for the sake of the kingdom. If you lose those things for the sake of God, see, you might have to do that there. Look what he told Abraham to do. He said, leave your kindred, leave your family, leave your country, leave all that stuff there. Don't take that to life with you now. Leave all that stuff there and head out. Oh. And like I said, he didn't quite do exactly what all of these people do, and that's why trouble kind of trails them along. He's trying to, well, maybe that means just get rid of the family, but not my immediate family. No. Lot was included in that part that he should have left. He said, how you know that? How do we know that Lot was?
Because they separated.
Huh?
Because they eventually separated.
Yes.
And Abraham never got his blessing until they separated.
There you go. That's how we really know. That's how we really know. God was still holding that on. So God worked with you yet. God blessed you. Kept, but he didn't really get that blessing that God said until you fulfill what I told you to do. Okay?
You know how we are with our family. That was his name. That was his favorite nephew.
Yeah, it
I
was.
can't leave my nephew. I got to take him with me.
Right.
Go with me.
He was actually part of the family, you know, and that's actually, you know, because he didn't have no children. So you could see how it justified. You could see how he thought about it.
Because his brother had died.
Yeah, right. He didn't have no children. So how you just, but hey, that's why therefore we can't justify ourselves. And that's why I was telling the guy on the job and everything that when he's there and try to make a deal with him, I said, you can't justify it. See? And one guy come in and he said, Rabbi, the other rabbis told me that it's okay for me to work on a couple of Sabbaths, you know, and that'll be okay. And so he said, I want to know what you say. I said, it doesn't matter what I say. I told him, I said, it doesn't matter what I say. He said, what? I said, I ain't the one that told you not to work on that day.
Like he created the Sabbath. Like you created.
Yeah. I said, I ain't the one that told you that. I said, I made the instructions there. I said, even if I told you it's okay. Yeah. I said, do I have the power to come to this God? I said, I don't have that power that the Christians have. You know why I say that if the Christians have?
Yeah, they pray.
Yeah,
They pray.
because they got the power to, God made the animal unclean.
Talk about
Pray over, make it
it.
clean.
Argue with my kids about it.
So now all they got to do is pray over the unclean animal, and it's okay for them to eat it. I said, well, my God didn't give me that power. See? So I don't have that power. So if they come to me, I say, I'm going to tell you what the scripture says. And that's what I told them. I said, I'm going to tell you what I said, if I told you, they wouldn't die.
Right.
I said, ain't going to change nothing.
It didn't.
And it didn't.
Right. Me and Jim told him the same thing, and he's still yet working on himself.
He had that in his mind before he even came to talk to y'all.
Yeah.
He lost everything.
And, right.
He made that up in his mind before he even talked to you.
So we see here, we got to learn how to deal with our God. We got to understand how He is. Now, I've had folks come here. I'm over with the script. I've had folks come here, and I talked to them about it, and they just now got into this here. They didn't know nothing about this, and they had to work on the Shabbat up there. I said, but know this: don't justify yourself in it. I said, that's it. Know that you're not doing right. And I said, and ask God to step in to do it. And He did that for people.
That's right.
Right?
Yes, indeed.
Haven't He did that for folks?
Hallelujah.
We got some folks right here today that He done that for us.
I used to work on Friday nights. And that's it. Once I found out about the Sabbath and everything, hey, I told y'all pray that y'all work things out that I get off on the Sabbath. Yeah, he did. He did.
Because you knew, but it had to be, you had to know that you were doing wrong.
Right.
Because we had others that justified themselves in doing it. But I got to work, I got to do this, I got to,
Taking my family.
yeah, got to get my family, I got to do this
For a
here.
while.
And they justified themselves, and then they lost out on everything. That's the same thing here with them. But Abraham had to face all those things, and he went through it. God had his back. See, now, read on. In Luke, yeah, to the 33rd verse.
31st says, then
But to go back to the 28, I mean, it's right there.
Keeper said,
Yeah,
look, we have left our homes and followed you. Yahshua asked them, yes, I tell you that everyone who has left house, wife, brother, parents, our children, for the sake of the kingdom of God, will receive many times as much in this world as in the world to come.
now, please get this. See, he said, you didn't leave all this stuff because you lazy, don't want to work, you're a bum. I want to use this as an excuse on hey. But if you lose it, if you lose it, and for the kingdom's sake, you don't worry about it, God got your back.
Amen. He is the best. He take care of you.
He'll take care of you.
You don't make a way out of
He
it.
knows what you need.
Yes, he does.
See?
All we gotta do is trust him.
Like I said, and this is the kind of God, that's why I turned down that guy, because he's the first one I went to work for. I turned him down, everything there. They said, they were calling me. See? I had put in the Find the job that I got there, say, man, we been trying to get y'all, but we been trying to get you for the last 2 days, you know? We want you to come work now. I said, God got my back.
It worked.
Didn't even get a chance to draw him. Didn't even get a chance. You didn't. So when I go out and talk to him, and then he talk about it, I say, man, I ain't never got an unemployment check. Never. God will watch out for you, just as he said here. Even in the days of the Mashiach, he said, you lost all of them, but don't worry about it. God knows that he's going to take care of you. In closing for today, dear folks, we are to be willing to give up whatever it takes to serve Yah.
Amen.
Okay? You gotta have that made up in your mind.
He's worthy.
And if you ain't got that made up in your mind, you ain't gonna do it. You gotta make Lord, whatever. And the Satan is gonna try you. Okay? Just like I said, even when I get the job at Amoco there and everything there, and he told me I don't have to worry about it. Guess what happened? I got tested. Because I had to go out into the field out there, and boy, I got out there, and that there they worked like 7 days on, and then they'll take 3 off. And so sometimes they work on the Sabbath and all those things. Yeah. So they had a big problem out there. Wanted me to come out there to fix it, and so he reminded me. When I got out there, they was saying, you're on my territory now. I said, what's this devil? You're on my territory now. You want to work when I tell you to do it, and when I said, the other folks there listening to it, they was all like that. And so, when we got ready to go, we can always go and come by the motel where we was at. And they would wake you up, and they shoot at you there, so you ready to go out. So I told them, I said, don't come by in the morning. I said, don't wake me up out of my sleep in the morning, because I ain't going.
Little Sabbath?
Yeah, that was Sabbath. Right, that Friday evening, when they I said, don't come in the morning, because I ain't going. I said, that's the Sabbath. Well, you heard what he said. You heard what he said and everything. I said, I heard what he said. I said, but don't come wake me up because I ain't going. And all I said, so they didn't come back. Well, that Sunday, man, they came by that Sunday and we was all like that, boy, and they looked at me, it's hot, but he mad at you and oh man, yeah. He said he went out, boy. So we all out there, got out my field and everything like that, and I got out there. Boy, he could. He was ready to beat. He was hot. You gonna show me up in front of mine? I said, no good well, I told you. Stuff like that. Yeah. I said, you know good well I wasn't gonna do it. I said, you didn't know I mean. I said, hey, I tell you what to do here. You could just get in that truck there and you could head on back to Tulsa. And while he was still talking, he didn't get the words out halfway. I had to wheel on the knee, I had to wheel on the hill. Yeah. I head to the truck, man. I head over that truck, crank that truck up. Left out of it. I heard he got on a plane because they're gonna take him. Yeah, he gonna get back first. You know? And man, I drove on, took my time driving, because it's all on his expense account, so he had to pay for that. I stopped by the way, got me a motel. Got me a motel room and slept the night off, and everything. on his expense account, get up, had me a big breakfast. Stop out at the what's it called, the bronze and everything.
Hey, we just say I'm gonna go ahead and get my last company meal.
Yeah. And I come over there and that Monday, the secretary, she was good lady. She had her bag on. God always has somebody watching your back and got you.
He sure do.
She said, tell you what. She said, you should get in the office, and you should get in the so coming here, man. And he just left you hot. He took a play to make sure he beat me back and everything. And he said he went there and was talking to my boss and everything. And the boss told him, get out. Told him, get out. Don't come on. Don't bring. I don't want to hear it.
And they wasn't fit together, did
Huh?
they? Wasn't fit together and all that, did they? But that's-
Yeah, that's right. That's the one that had, yeah. He thought he sure had, because he was hunting buddies with him and all that. They go fishing and hunting and all that stuff there. So he just knew that he's gonna get me fired. He said, I want him fired. Show me up in front of him. He said, no, you should get on yourself. He said, besides that, you're the one that needed him. He didn't need you. Yeah. The equipment was broke down and everything. He didn't want to came out there to fix your equipment and everything for you. You said out there costing us $10,000 an hour. Broke down. Yeah,
what's the money on the plane ticket?
I wonder why he got his job.
No, it was. But he told me, he said, get out and don't run. He said, you the one needed him. Not the other way around. You called him out there to come out to help you and to do those things there. And you knew about that. He said, get out of my office. Don't come in no more about it. I thought for you he won't be fired, but I know he was hot. My boss didn't say nothing to me about it. See? So, dear folks,
How do you act to do this? How do you act to do it?
I had a problem with him there for a while, but you know, he become a whole lot of difference and become a friend to me after that. Because so the point of it is that he had to come to me for some more help. See, you know how I was only working on one of the instruments that he was using, and that was what we call a controller that controlled everything and everything. Well, I helped design that and everything. So I was on. And so the guy, the engineer that nobody, he quit and went to another job there, and that left the whole thing on me. And not only did I have that, I was top man on them, I was top man on the other two. And so he had to cut me. Anytime they had to see, that's what God do things.
That's right.
Anytime they had anything to do, they couldn't fix it, they come to had to come to me. Yeah, a heart attack because that job was working on him too much. And the crazy thing about
Should have kept Sabbath.
the crazy thing about I was the one that recommended him to get the job because I turned it down because I couldn't be up. I didn't want to know 24/7 job.
If he kept the Sabbath, he wouldn't have had a heart attack.
That's it. So in closing, dear folks, we are to be willing to give up whatever it takes to serve Yah and be like our father Abraham. What about that?
Amen.
All right. This is our Parashah for this weekend. May y'all continue to bless us as we go forward and do those things there. It's still expected of us to do. And as I tell, salvation, what did it cost you?
Everything.
Everything. Don't let nobody lie to you and tell that salvation is free and it don't cost you nothing. It costs you everything. See? And if you ain't willing to give it up, hey, you're gonna miss out.
No, it's not worth it. You're not worth it.
That's it. And definitely if you ain't worthy, you're gonna miss out. See? This is our Parashah for this weekend. May y'all bless us and keep us. And if it's y'all's will, we will see you next Shabbat. And as our oath is, how should we sing the Lord's song in a strange land? If I forget the Jerusalem, let my right hand forget her cunning. Now remember thee, let my tongue cleave to the roof of my mouth. If I prefer not Jerusalem, above my chief joy. Psalm 137, verses 5 and 6. All right, shalom, shalom. And we're going to now turn the service over the hands of the Shema to close out.